Have you ever stopped and wondered who's actually thinking your thoughts? Not in a philosophical sense. I mean right now, it's the voice in your head that says, I'm listening to this video. Who is that? Is that you? Just another thought pretending to be you. We spend our entire lives believing in the story of I think, I feel, I decide. But what if this I isn't real at all? What if it's just a clever illusion, a narrative your brain invented to make sense of chaos? Maybe the truth is harder to swallow. You are not the thinker. You are the thought, passing, flickering, temporary. And when you finally realize that, the entire structure of your reality begins to crack. The construction of you from the moment you're born. Your brain begins building a model of the world and a model of yourself in it. At first, it's simple. I cry. Someone comes. I smile. They smile back. Slowly, the brain starts connecting dots. I am this body. These hands are mine. This voice belongs to me. It's survival. But as the years pass, something strange happens. The model becomes so complex, so deeply woven, that we forget it's a model at all. Neuroscientists call it the self-model theory of subjectivity. The idea that what you call I is just your brain's best simulation of its own activity. Like a game character who starts to believe it's the player. You think you're making choices, but your brain is already acting milliseconds before you even decide. Your conscious self is just a narrator telling a story after the event, pretending it was in control all along. The narrator illusion. Close your eyes. Imagine silence. Then, notice a voice appears. I'm trying to be silent, but who said that? That voice never stops. It plans, judges, analyzes, defends. It's the constant commentator inside your head, and we mistake it for identity. But thoughts arise and fade on their own. You don't think them, they happen to you. You never chose your thoughts, your emotions, your fears. They simply emerge from the depths of the unconscious, and you arrive after the fact to claim ownership. I decided, I wanted, I believe. But what if that's all an illusion? A trick of the mind to keep the system feeling coherent. It's like watching a movie and believing you're the director. You're not. You're the audience reacting to the plot. It's the grand projection. Every color you see, every sound you hear, every face you recognize. None of it is out there. It's all happening inside your brain. Reality isn't external. It's a projection painted onto the screen of consciousness. The world isn't something you observe. It's something you generate. What you call reality is a shared hallucination, stabilized by consensus. And you are just another character in that dream. When you look in the mirror and say, that's me, you're not seeing yourself. You're seeing your brain's reconstruction of what it thinks you are. Light hits glass, travels to your eyes, gets processed through billions of neurons, and out comes a filtered, delayed, and interpreted image. So who are you really behind the filters? When the illusion breaks, some people catch glimpses of the truth during meditation, near-death experiences, or moments of crisis. A flash where the sense of I dissolves completely. There's still awareness, but no owner of it, no center, no observer, just being. Mystics across time described it as ego death. Buddhists call it anatta, the realization that there is no permanent self. Neuroscience calls it non-dual awareness, when the brain's self-referential need to ORK, the default mode network, goes quiet. And for that brief, terrifying moment, you realize that everything you called you was never real. The thoughts, the memories, the emotions, they were never yours. They were just passing clouds in an empty sky. The paradox. That emptiness isn't horrifying, it's liberation. When the illusion of the self fades, the anxiety, fear, and need for control fade with it. Because who is there to be afraid when there's no you to protect? The mirror shatters. You might think losing the self means losing everything. Your identity, your story, your meaning. But the opposite happens. The self disappears. Life becomes raw and immediate. You stop living through the story and start living in the moment. You see, hear, and feel without filters, without labeling, judging, or narrating. It's like waking up from a dream where you were the main character, only to realize you were also the sky, the ground, the other characters, and the dream itself. The boundaries dissolve, and in their place, peace. It's a human dilemma. But here's the twist. Even knowing all this, the illusion doesn't vanish. You can't choose to stop identifying, because the chooser itself is part of the illusion. The brain will always reconstruct you. It's wired to tell stories, to find patterns, to believe in authorship. Without that, it feels like death. So maybe enlightenment isn't destroying the illusion. It's learning to see through it while still living inside it. To play the role of you, but knowing it's just a role. Like an actor aware of the script, but still giving the performance. Reflection. Who wakes when you wake? When you open your eyes each morning, a world appears. Your name, your problems, your memories, all load like data in a simulation booting up. But who wakes up? The body, the brain, the awareness behind both. For the first thought of I arises, there's just consciousness, pure, silent, aware. That's who you truly are. Everything else is the costume you wear to play human for a while. Maybe the illusion of self isn't a mistake. Maybe it's how the universe experiences itself in fragments, forgetting its unity so it can rediscover it again and again. You are the dreamer and the dream, the thinker and the thought, the ocean and the wave, the space between thoughts. So next time that voice in your head starts its endless commentary, don't try to silence it. Just listen. Notice the silence between the thoughts. That stillness, that's you. Not the noise, not the narrative. The awareness that watches it all. You've never been the thinker. You've always been the space in which thinking happens. And when you stop chasing identity, meaning, or perfection, okay, you begin to feel something deeper than happiness, a quiet freedom, okay? A peace that doesn't depend on who you are or what happens. Because maybe the truest awakening isn't discovering who you are, but realizing you were never anyone at all.